Okay, not the most attractive angle, but this is not an attractive video, so who cares, right? Um, Thursday night, Friday morning, midnight, my mom had to get rushed to the hospital with intense pain in her stomach, like abdominal area. Like, my mom is the kind of person that when she's in pain, she won't say anything and she doesn't like people to know. And she was literally rolling around on her bed, like, oh, you know. She was making like groaning and whimpering sounds, and I've never seen my mom do that. She told me to call my sister Marcy, which we did. Marcy had just laid down to sleep. She'd been awake forever and ever. So Marcy took my mom to the hospital, and it turns out it was gallstones. And mom's gallbladder is out. They took it out, but they're not sure if there was a stone stuck in the bile duct or not. Her blood work says no, but the pain says that a stone may have been there, and either she'd passed it or it's still in there and it's small and it's not blocking anything, but if she eats solid food it could block up again and cause all that pain all over again. So, they gave her antibiotics and stuff at first while they were figuring out, and they took care of the pain, but her gallbladder's out. That was uncomplicated and fine, but they need to double check to make sure there's not a stone still stuck in there, and if they do, they have to go in and get it. But I don't think they have to open her all the way up, because my mom is a calamity of abdominal surgeries. So right now she's resting. My sister is keeping me updated on Facebook and Messenger and stuff, which I don't just give out willy-nilly. That's for family and people I'm very, very close to, just so you know. So don't ask for it. But today was my first choir Sunday, and you're gonna notice in my choir video that I get very emotional at the end of it. I'm like, when I'm putting my hand up to my mouth like I do when I'm emotional, and that's why, because there's a lot going on. I've had about 6 hours sleep in the last 48 hours, and I'm just not feeling so good right now. And I am running this household. My sister is being the gopher, getting our McDonald's and food and stuff and checking in and, and making sure that we're eating. And she took me grocery shopping, so I was the one walking while she pushed the cart, which is reversed because usually my mom walks and I follow with the cart. So I felt very exposed and strange, but my mom and I both made our own lists, and it turns out we both put some of the same stuff on the lists, but I got stuff that she forgot and she had stuff that I hadn't thought of, so I just took them both and we dealt with it. We got my cat some food. I was most worried about that was the cat food, because she was almost out, like last 2 cans. So my cat's fed. Monroe is fed. She's fine, and she's looking for mom, but I'm dealing with my dad all alone most of the day. And when my sister comes in and checks in, she'll give me a little break from him, but and on top of all this, I have Aunt Flo. So that period menstrual cycle just started today. Just bam, flood of blood. Just so much fun on top of all this crap, right? So I'm just kind of in a personal living hell right now, and I'm trusting that God has a reason for this, and that God is going to get me through it. And that's what I'm holding on to. And today's song just really hit me hard because it talked to exactly the state I was in. And so that's why I'm emotional in the video. So I've just got so much going on, and I'm so tired, and I don't know when it's going to end. I've got somebody to give me rides to and from church, so choir is covered, obviously, because I sang. But the choir director that I had before, John, his name was Pro. I think you might see him in my older videos. I don't know. I've got a lot of unlisted videos with Pro in them. But he died very suddenly of a massive stroke. And his funeral was yesterday, and I was going to go, but I couldn't because of what happened to my mom. But I went to his viewing, and I saw him laying in the casket, which was my first time seeing someone I know after they had died. And they don't look like they're asleep. It's not like the movies where you see the person in the coffin. Like, the muscles are all relaxed, so their face is like flat to their skull almost. The eyeballs are flat 'cause there's no blood pressure to keep them round. Your eyes are like balls of jelly, kind of. But he looked very peaceful. The makeup was very matte. There was no shine, so he looked like somebody had taken off all their clothes and turned off the lights, and that was just the house after everybody'd left and turned off the lights and everything. And so, but he looked very peaceful. He looked so small, though. I mean, Pro was a stocky guy, and he just looked so small, and yeah. And I guess that was meant to be when I said goodbye to him, because I did say goodbye to him. I went up to the coffin, and I looked at him, and I told him I missed him, but I hope he's up there in heaven enjoying Arnie's jokes, and is he sure that's heaven? Because Arnie's jokes are terrible. Because Arnie was our comedian, Latin extraordinaire, and he died very suddenly of a heart attack, like 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. So, that was a big loss to the choir, and Pro was a big deal to a lot of people. His name was Pro Mojica, Porfirio Mojica. He was Filipino. You might have heard of him, you might not, I don't know. But, yeah. So, it was a very huge loss for his family. I saw either his mom or his grandma bent over the coffin, just rubbing his hands and just sobbing. And it broke my heart. And, wow. So I've been through the ringer and I'm still running, and I'm so tired and I can't rest because there's so much crap to do, but that's what's going on. So yeah, just, if you pray, please pray. And if you're an atheist, don't come in here being nasty about it and telling me stuff about God not being real. This is not your place to say that kind of crap, and you're gonna get blocked and removed, okay? Because I'm Catholic. My family is Catholic and Christian and believes in God, and so if you're going to be an atheist and be nasty, you're going to get booted out right now, okay? Just know that. So if you pray, please say prayers for my family, for my mom, just get us through this, because there's been a lot of praying and I think it's working, but I'm tired. Everybody's tired, especially my mom. She's the one that had to go through the actual pain, so. Anyway, that's what's going on in my life. Isn't it fun? I say with much sarcasm. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's autistic hell. Bye.